What's up guys, Winter Kills, welcome back to another deck profile. So today we got a deck profile of Yosenju. If any of you have been keeping up to date with some of the top winning decks at the national events taking place all around the world, obviously for people to qualify for Worlds, the Austrian Nationals, I believe, I'm not sure how too big of an event that is compared to the North American one, but the first place build, or the first place deck I should say, is Yosenju. And this build is actually kind of similar to it, extremely similar actually, and I've been testing it a lot lately, and I'm seeing how good it's working for me. And I have a tournament coming up tomorrow actually, and I'm going to take this to it and see how we do there. It's going to be pretty competitive, and there'll be a lot of meta decks, a lot of Necraj, Shadal, and BA, so that should be fun. Probably plenty of Rogue too. So it'll definitely be an all-around test for what this deck has to offer. And basically after that, if I don't like the way this build runs, I have a way that I want to try and play it, which is a little bit different. If you do notice the similarity, it's because it is very similar. In fact, I think it's almost 100% the same. As far as, I should say 99%, the main deck's actually the same, but the extra inside I'm pretty sure are different. So we'll go ahead and jump into the monster lineup. Alright guys, so here we are with the monster lineup. So it's pretty standard with as far as the combo lineup goes. 3-1, 3-2, and 3-3. Playing 2 Sujuk, 2 Card, and then the 1 Thunder King Ryo. Card, it's a good idea. I like it. Draw power is definitely something this deck needs. And I wouldn't play Upstart either, just because duality is much better in this deck. The 2 Sujuk. I was playing the Magat build, and that was alright, but it did make your secret moves a lot quicker. See, the way this build runs is you search your secret move, you have to set it, and obviously the only time you have access to use it is when you're obviously summoning your monsters or going in for the attack, which is actually probably the best idea to have it, because you don't want to lose to Torrential or Mirror Force, which is this deck's biggest issue, is when you go 1, 2, 3, and then this, you know, or you go 1, 2, 3, 2, you know, whatever combination, and you run into a Torrential or a Mirror Force, you kind of lose the game at that point because you can't really recover, because it would just take so much time to recover, and you'd probably be dead by then. So, yeah, that's why a secret move, like, that's when you really want to have it. And I think the whole L combo is too situational, it's too slow, and I wouldn't ever want to play that build again. Only if I would play the Pendulum build would be the only time I'd want to play that. But I think that's the way to do it, is you kind of just want to set it up for your next turn plays, so you don't lose to that Torrential, you don't lose to that Mirror Force, you don't lose to that whatever, and you can push through Valks too, which is really nice, and all that other jazz. Sujuk, I want to play Sujuk at 3, but the build calls for 2, at least the build that I got this one from, similar to, and I do like maining the Thunder King. Having that a walking mistake is nice, and like I said, Card is alright, but I'm not sure if I'll continue to play it at 2, or that I'll go down to 1, or I'll play it at 3, so that's it for the monster lineup. We'll go into the spells now. Alright guys, so here are the spell lineup. Pretty standard, pretty simple lineup. Triple tanky, triple duality, triple space, and 1 Raigeki. The build was playing triple space, which I kind of agree with, but like, because obviously it gives you a huge heads up in the Cliffort matchup, which I assume is a tough matchup. I've never played it yet with this build. There's not too many people in my locals that play Cliffort, maybe 1 or 2 people that actually have the deck and are actually really good with it. Like I said, you can hit Trap Suns with this, like, before you go into your turn, and obviously it's chainable, but like end phase hitting a Trap Sun is always nice, and hitting Mirror Forces and Torrentials that are set is always good too. Playing 3 for now. I don't know if I'll stick with this, but we'll see. Triple Duality is awesome, and then the 1 Raigeki. He wasn't playing Book of Moon or Dark Hole, even though Dark Hole is basically Raigeki in this deck with the way the deck works. I guess it's... I side the 2 Dark Holes anyways, so I still have access to them, just not game 1. Which I guess is okay, because, you know, Raigeki is pretty OP as is. But yeah, that's it for the spell lineup. We'll jump into the traps. Alright guys, here we are with the trap lineup. Hope everything fit in here to the shot. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. Triple Fiendish Chain. As far as effect negation goes, this is nice. Obviously you lose the MST and breakthroughs much quicker, and obviously you have access to breakthrough in the grave. But it's a deck that you don't have any monsters on your side of the field during your opponent's turn. So stopping attacks at the same time is also nice. 3 Mind Crush. Obviously huge heads up in the Necroz matchup. Also, even against Clifforts, it's huge against Clifforts because they search for Scout, pop this out of the hand. Good in the mirror match. Good against a lot of decks right now. I think Mind Crush could actually be a staple card against any deck at this point because it's just such a good card against anything. A lot of decks are searching. Satellar Knights, Cliffort, obviously Necroz, BA searches, knock a tour guide out of the hand. It's pretty much game over. Shadal, they search sometimes. Not really the best example, but you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. So 2 Secret Move, obviously it's not live all the time, so you don't want to be opening it, you just want to search it with your 3s when you can get the whole combo running. So 2's nice, and you're playing plenty of effect negation up here. Double Force, I was playing 3, I opened them way too much and would rather open something else, like a combo card like Tanky or a Yosenju monster. Emptiness, Macro, Warning, Bottomless Compulse, Torrential. I'm not sure about the Compulse, but I like it actually because you can bounce your own stuff back to your hand. If you got a Ryo on board and their only out is like, well, I guess that's kind of a bad example, but like being able to bounce your own stuff back to your hand is nice, especially if they have like breakthrough skill to leave it there, so it doesn't bounce back to your hand. I guess is nice, but like I don't know, not the best example. But like bouncing stuff back to hand is not the best right now. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's really only for your advantage, you use it for you, not like use it against your opponent, I would say. At least that's how I've been using it, and that's been working pretty well. Torrential's awesome, and Bottomless is mediocre because like against Necroz, you can't hit any of their Manjus because they're all 1400, and same thing with Senju. Can't really hit any of that. So this is I'm kind of iffy about, and might take out for like Chaos Trapple or something that hits a lot of things like Danko and any Tower Knight monster, any BA monster, any Shadal monster. And yes, you do have to pay the 2,000 life points, but it's definitely worth it. It's basically another warning. But yeah, that's it for the traps and for the main deck. Now we'll go into the extra deck. Alright guys, so here we are with the extra deck. 2 Tiger King, 1 Ragna Zero, 1 Chidori, 1 Arc, 1 Diamond Dyer, 1 Dweller, 1 Dark Seas, 1 Marrowgeist, 1 Rhapsody, 1 Cowboy, 1 Maestro, 1 Black Ship, and 1 Castel. This is good, this is good, this is good. Like, all this is pretty good. Obviously Cowboy, Castel, like, and Rhapsody, but like, there's some cards here I'm iffy about. Like, I want a second Chidori, and I want to play Exciton. I'd replace this for Exciton. Or maybe, obviously, I don't know, I definitely replace this thing. I don't ever use this thing. This is just filler. Like, it's hard to find 15 rank 4s that you want to throw in here. Like, that are actually kind of worth going into. Like, second Chidori would be nice. Ragna Zero is good. Diamond Dyer, Dweller, all that. Castel is amazing, obviously. I'd probably play 2 Castel if I got my hands on another one. And I want alties, so, like, hopefully I can pull one in an Astral Pack soon. My brother pulled one, so I want one now. But yeah, this I would cut, this I would cut, and Black Ship probably too. I'd cut this for a second Chidori, Exciton, and second Castel. Maybe a Daigusto Emerald actually, instead of a second Castel. I don't know. Yeah, now we'll jump into the side deck. Alright guys, so here we are with the side deck. So playing triple Max City, triple Swift Scarecrow, triple Effect Veiler, double Shared Ride, double Dark Hole, and double Royal Command. The Royal Commands I'm iffy about, but there's actually a lot of Shadal floating on my meta right now, so I figured this is good. But I also wanted to play cards like Defusion and Non-Fusion Area. I don't know what's better of the 3. But like with this, yeah, they can send Dragon and pop it, but they can't because this will negate the effect. And this kind of makes all their fusion, stuff they send with the fusions useless. They can't use their beast or anything. And you already have a really easy matchup against it all, so I think this is just the only necessary things. A lot of decks can OTK now, and like a deck like this, if you don't have the Phoenix Chain or anything, you just get killed instantly, or Mirror Force if you don't have it. And you're most of the time you're gonna die is because you don't have anything on your field to protect you. So having some Scarecrow is nice. I wanted to main deck this. This is the one thing, because I ordered the supers originally to main deck, to try to main deck them. I haven't found any room for them yet, but hopefully. If I don't agree with this build that I am playing now, these will probably go in the main deck, and maybe Effect Filler as well, because Effect Filler is huge right now. A lot of people don't play it. A lot of people play Max C over it. There's so many things that are iffy. That's why all of these are in the side deck. And then like obviously Necroz, siding these in as just acting as a second and third Raigeki, I would say. I apologize, this table is shaky. It's a little tiny table I do these deck profiles on, and it's kind of uneven. But yeah, it's a decent side deck. We'll see how it goes. There'll be a tournament report up definitely by the end of the week, because I'm going to be going to 2 tournaments with this, one on Wednesday and one on Friday. So if you guys want 2 tournament reports, let me know. I don't want to post repetitive things. Like I don't want like I try not to, and it's just one thing that kind of bugs me is like posting a Yosenju deck profile, then a Yosenju deck profile, then like a tournament report for Yosenju. Like I want to mix up. I want there to be like different things, you know, in between things that are sort of similar. So that's what I try to do here. But yeah, now we'll wrap it up. Alright guys, so here we are, we're going to wrap it up, and as you may have noticed, a little armor tile snuck in. This card is so cool. I don't know, I was thinking about like cutting Marrowgeist and just leaving this in my extra deck and like placing it on top and just to trick people, and then when they come to sit down, just flip my extra deck upside down so they don't see it, and the last thing they saw is hammered out. But anyways, that's irrelevant. But yeah, here we are at the wrap up. Like I said, the main deck is completely the same as the AWCQ Austrian World Championship qualifier. Took first. I'm pretty sure the main deck build is exactly the same. I'm pretty sure the extra deck is a little different, and there was no side deck that I saw, so this is completely customized for my local meta, and basically the meta in general, I would say. Only thing else I would want to change is like put shadow mirrors in here. That would be really awesome if I could get some shadow mirrors. I have plenty of light mirrors because those just got reprinted in National Pack 7. No shortage of those, but there's not too many light decks out that are running around that are really powerful besides Satellar Knights. And I wouldn't bother siding them against Necroz because, you know, they only have Senju and Manju, which isn't their only searcher. If there was a water imprisoning mirror, I mean, hell yeah, I'd play that. But let me know what you guys think of the build, and like I said, if you want to see a tournament report around after Wednesday and Thursday or Friday's tournaments, I can try to do my best to get 2 up, but I'd rather do 1 and just do a summary of both those tournaments in 1. But as always, I'm open to suggestions. Like I said, this build is probably going to change if I don't like it, if it doesn't work too well on Wednesday and Friday. We'll see. Yeah, and like I said, I'm in the process of trying to bling this deck out because it's kind of my main deck right now. And that's usually what I end up doing with whatever deck I play. Looking to get Alti Tankies, and a Super Compulse, not Super Book of Moon, that's ridiculous expensive. Probably an Ultra Book of Moon. I got Super Fiendishes, probably going to get Ultra Mind Crushes, Super MSTs, because I'm not getting Ultras. Those are really expensive as well, and Secret Cars. And I think that's about it. Oh, and an Ultra Torrential. Yeah, like I said, that's about it. And extra deck, probably another Chidori and another Gastel in the next time. But yeah, I'll stop rambling. That's usually what I do. Anyways, guys, suggestions in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's greatly appreciated. Can't trust that enough for videos like these on a regular basis. Mike, aka Winter Kills, signing out. See you guys later.